Hello, and welcome to another first impression video, or rather, an attempted impression video. I'm Drew Wilson from FreezeNet, and today we tried to play the PlayStation 4 game Destiny, and this game was released in 2014. Now, as you can see, this came up with an error message. Your connection to Destiny character servers has been lost. Please check your network configuration and try again. So, this is as far as I ever got on this particular game, and it wasn't from a lack of effort to get this game working. So, what did I do? Well, I have bought a physical copy of the game, the disc itself. And so, when I inserted the disc into the console, it said it has a 32 gigabyte update. So I was like, okay, 32 gigabytes. It's going to take a while for me to actually play this, so I will have to do the actual video another day. So I let the update happen, and it took about 4 hours, roughly speaking, to actually do the whole update. And when I came back, I found that the console had gone into sort of like a sleep mode. So I thought, okay, maybe the update has finished downloading. So I opened it up, and sure enough, it looked like it was done. So I decided to try and play this game, and there was another 8 gigabyte update to run. So roughly 40 gigabytes of download data. And that, of course, is a lot for a single game, but you know what? I'm willing to try this, and this is going to be like once a month thing anyway, and this is probably going to be an anomaly for bandwidth usage purposes with my ISP. So I went ahead and downloaded the other 8 gigabytes and let it finish updating. And it was evening time yesterday as of this recording. And when I saw it finish, I thought, you know what? I'm going to test to make sure that this game functions properly. And that'll be good to know if it runs properly or not. So I started it up, and it said it was trying to contact the server, and it kicked out this error message. So I thought, you know what, maybe it's a one-time thing. So I tried several more times, and the same error message kept popping up. Now, there's a number of ways you can approach this, and one way is to try again another time. And in this case, I decided to wait a day because, sometimes servers do go down, maintenance, whatever, who knows. So I went ahead and started the PlayStation 4 up the next day, which is today as of this recording, and I opened the game up and tried again, and the same error message cropped up, I should say. So I tried to figure out, okay, how do I test to make sure that the PlayStation 4 is actually connected to the internet? And one of the tried and true methods I have of testing this is to open up the browser and start browsing the internet. And when I did so, sure enough, it worked. So I thought, okay, I do have an internet connection. Now, what's the next step? Okay, how about I actually do a full-fledged internet connection test? So I used the utilities within the PlayStation 4 to test the internet connection. So in the event that somehow browsing the internet is not necessarily a sign that I can connect to the internet through the video game itself. So I did conduct the test, and sure enough, the test was successful. I had a clean internet connection, good speed, and everything checked out. So because I have done those tests, I have ruled out everything except for the game itself. Now, Destiny, to my knowledge and what I was told, is basically a video game as a service. And while that sort of sounds great on paper, there are numerous pitfalls with this sort of thing. And one of those pitfalls is that it is also planned obsolescence. And in this case, that is showing through here, from the looks of things at least. Basically, you are required to have an internet connection just to play the game. It doesn't matter if it's multiplayer or single player. There is no offline mode for this particular game. And as a result, without a connection to the servers in question, then you have basically a $5, $10, $20, $40, $50 drink coaster. So basically, I have a broken game. And this is going to be the inevitable conclusion of pretty much every video game as a service sooner or later. It just is a matter of time. Now, unless the developer has basically updated the video game to have an offline mode so you can play it forever, then there is no way that this is going to be worked around unless you allow modding communities to actually create servers of their own and allow people to continue playing as if nothing has happened should the servers actually shut down. And this, of course, is the subject of numerous debates, but I think you can get a good idea of where I would go anyway, and there's plenty of other videos and commentary about this. So, what's the purpose of this particular video? Well, as it turns out, to warn that although the online documentation that at least I have looked up suggests that yes, you can play this today, my experience is that is not the case. So what do I do with this? Well, let you know that if you happen to buy Destiny 1 for the PlayStation 4, you run the risk of running into these same problems I do. And as a result, I would recommend against playing this unless you are willing to lose whatever money you pay for this particular game, not to mention the additional 40 gigs from your ISP. So, I hope you at least gain something from this, and I hope you are more aware of this than ever before, but hey, at least you know what actually happens when you start the game, or at least for at least one person. So if you want to support this channel, there are plenty of ways you can do that. You can like this video and it lets us know, hey, you're doing a great job, keep up the good work. And if you want to help support us more, then you can also subscribe to the channel. And through that, you can turn on notifications, get real-time updates. But if you don't want those notifications, that's okay too. A subscription does help this channel out tremendously. You can also check out our website, freezenet.ca. You can check out all the latest in music, video game reviews, and latest in news, video games, and music reviews, as well as a full-fledged wiki that you can check out as well. And through that, you can explore different kinds of music that you may not have otherwise heard of. You can also subscribe to our Patreon page, patreon.com/freezenet. You can get insider information. You can get advanced copies of our podcast. And basically, patrons knew that we're going to be trying Destiny for the first time, which, of course, turned out to be unsuccessful. So there's also, and if Patreon isn't your thing, then you can also check out our coffee page at coffee.com/freezenet. So I guess that is all for now, and until next time, keep it cool.